Hello and welcome to the show. Well, listen, I hope you all enjoyed your holiday season. You had a great time, and I hope all went well. I know I had a great time with my daughter, and it was just a lot of fun. Just fun, fun, fun. Just time to spend time with your family and just enjoy life. Listen, today we've got a special show planned for you because it's just me. And I wanted to come on here because we usually have a lot of people that join us. And Willie's in the background, assistant producer, doing his thing. And so we wanted to just come on, talk about some of the things that are happening in our lives, what's happened in life lessons that we've learned in the past year, and what we're about to do in 2024 and how we're going to live out those dreams. So anyway, I just want you to sit back, relax, and enjoy. And come on in and join me. We'll be right back.
The Cecil Williams South Carolina Civil Rights Museum is the Palmetto State's first and only museum. It honors a generation of people, black and white, throughout the state of South Carolina who deserve to be remembered for their unselfish commitments and sacrifices. Enjoy an immersive and entertaining virtual tour. For more information, visit www.cecilwilliams.com.
Hello, everybody. It's Finkley of the Michael Finkley Show, and you're watching Gold right now. Why? You're watching the Tammy Show. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to the show. As I told you, we've got a great show planned for you. We're not going to tarry too long because this is the last show, but I wanted to come on for the year. I wanted to come on and just kind of talk with you about what you've been doing. I want to start out by saying that I am grateful. I'm grateful for all of the viewers that continue to come on, watch the show, and spend time with us. It means a lot, because that means it keeps us going. It keeps the show going. And so I want to thank you, viewers, for always tuning in to Tammy right here on the YouTube channel and also on Facebook. So I want to get right into it. One of the things that I used to do was I used to say, what's on my mind? And I still talk about what's on my mind. And so right now, what's on my mind is that I'm grateful. And I kind of wanted to talk with you and see, what are you grateful for right now? I'm grateful for God, who is the head of my life. And I mean, we say that and people say that, and they get up in church and they say, God is the head of my life. And that's something that we start with because it's so true. I mean, he is the head of my life. God is everything to me. And I'm grateful for every breath that God has given me. I mean, because I could not wake up in the next couple of seconds or minutes, or anything could happen. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for true friends. I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful for my business, my associate producers. I'm grateful for my business partners. I'm grateful for the business contracts and all of the things that make life possible and make me exist. And so those are the things that I'm grateful for. Willie, you want to chat put in the chat what you're grateful for? Because it's so important for us to remember that when you are grateful, things do come back to you. Like God says, you reap what you sow. And so if you're reaping all the great things that God has given you and puts in your life and what he's done for you, then guess what? You're going to sow those same great things. And when you give, it will come back to you. Pressed down, shaken together, it will come back to you in an abundance. And I do believe that, and I know that to be so true. And so I am grateful. As I told you, I'm a Christian, and I'm always going to tell you what God has done for me in my life. And I'm just grateful that God is the head of my life. Willie, I know you're putting in the chat all the things that you're grateful for, so you can kind of put that in the comments so we can see what you are grateful for at this time, unless you just want to pop in for a quick minute so people can see you. They always hear me talking about Willie and Tiana, but you don't ever really see them. You saw them in the beginning. And so he's kind of fixing his necklace, I noticed, because see, he's backstage and I can see what he's doing as he is putting in the chat. He says he's grateful for life, health, and strength, a successful business, and a loving family, just to list a few. All right, come on in, Willie.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Willie.
Nice
I
to be
thank
with
God.
you.
You know what? I thank God for you, Willie. You and Tiana, because you all have been with me continuously. I mean, you haven't stopped. You've been there, and I'm just grateful to have you all as the assistant producers of this show. But more importantly, people don't know all the things that you do. The opening, all the what they see is what you have done. Tiana contacts the guest and she puts it out on social media. And also, I want to tell you personally and publicly how grateful I am for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So, what are you said you're grateful for life and strength. So, what are
Yes.
some of those other things that you're grateful for, Willie?
Well, as I said, a successful business. Um, I probably should have put those in the comments, not in the private chat.
That's
My bad,
okay.
y'all. But I said life, health, and strength. He's brought me a long way. I got sick a lot when I was younger, just like little things or whatever. But as I got older, didn't really catch a whole bunch of things. But last year I did get COVID, and thank God it wasn't anything. I didn't have it majorly. Like it
Right.
wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Um, it was rough like the first 3 days, but after that I was fine. I had it for like a full 2 weeks, but the first 3 days were just those were the worst.
Yeah.
But he brought me through that. I'm so glad. Like no long-term effects, no side effects or anything like that. I am perfectly fine. I'm glad that I have not caught anything else. I only had that one time, and I pray that I never have it again.
Yeah. I
Um,
know.
but yeah, I'm thankful for like the successful business that I have right now. It's just thriving. I'm way further along than I thought I was going to be at this point, but yeah, everything is just going very smoothly. Working on a website. I thought I was going to have it finished by this month, but
You
took a
got
little bit
busy. You're just busy, Willie.
right. It's taking a little bit longer.
You're
That's
just
coming
busy.
soon. I'm also working on merch for
Okay.
my YouTube channel, so that is in the works
Okay.
right now. And thankful for a loving family because they've always been supportive of me and everything that I do. Um, you know, just all the way up until I was like 19. I leaned on them a lot for everything, I guess because I'm like the baby and stuff. So
Right.
but as I started branching out and getting into my own thing, they've always been supportive of everything that I was doing. Top supporters, my parents, my aunts, my uncles, everybody's just always been, supportive. When I actually started up the business for, the photography and the videography, all of that, they getting me gigs and stuff,
Yeah.
and you, Miss Tammy, been putting me
Oh,
in contact with some people. I just thank
yeah.
everybody for like,
Yeah.
helping me get to this point and what's going to happen in the future.
That's right. Well, Willie, that's great that I see how you have grown since we've been together, since you've been working with, with the Tammy Show and with the company. And I see how you have really thrived and how your business is thriving. I mean, people don't realize you're young. You just
Mhm.
turned 22 years old. Okay. And had a big part, had a big time
Mhm.
photography and photo shoot and everything. But more importantly, to be so young and to be doing what you're doing now. And I'm just commending you because I love it, the spirit that you have and how you have taken your business and it's just boom, just blew up just like that. And what you're doing to create and to continue to thrive. And I think that's so important when we talk about being young and
Mhm.
hitting the ground running, and so that as you get older, more mature, then you can retire and say okay,
Mhm.
because you making you making it.
Right.
And there's a lot of new things in the future for you. What are some of the life lessons that you learned in 2023 that you want to share with us?
Life lessons. just to not wait. That's like a big one, not to wait
Mhm.
on anything.
Yeah.
Um, like I said, I'm further along with everything that I've been doing than I thought I was going to be. I got monetized on YouTube last year.
Yeah.
Um, so I was thinking about that a few days ago. I was like, it's been a year
Yeah.
since
Yeah.
I've gotten monetized, and it doesn't even feel like it. Time is just going by so fast. So it's like
Mhm.
there's no point in waiting to do something. Like, go ahead and do it now. That's why I'm going on ahead and getting the merch started, going on and starting the website, trying
Yeah.
to do everything not too fast, but I'm
Right.
not waiting to do anything. That's one of
Mhm.
the major life lessons that I've learned. And I probably would tell my younger self, like, just go for it. Um,
Mhm.
just because all the ideas that you have, they're not going to do any good just sitting in your head.
That's true. That's
So,
true. That's
you
true.
know,
And God gave them to you. And
mhm,
so if God gave you the visions, he's going to, and I know people going to say it's cliche, but it's the truth. God gave you the vision, he's going to give you the provision. And
mhm,
so I'm encouraging myself as I'm talking about this and encouraging people, as you said, to don't wait. One of the
mhm,
things that I learned is to be consistent in
mm,
everything that I do. Make
right,
sure that I'm consistent and I stay on it and continue to stay on it and keep that focus
mhm,
going. Just like I say, I focus on the Lord. And the other thing is that I I learned about not devaluing my worth. So, in other
mhm,
words, somebody comes to me and people ask me all the time to do things, to speaking engagements and all of that. But I have to remember that I'm worth more than what they may be saying or asking or providing. And so I
right,
don't want to ever devalue myself. And that's in business as well. In the
mhm,
contracts that we have, Willie, it's making sure that we are paid for what we are worth. And I think
right,
that's one of the big things that everybody is talking about now, especially in this industry. As the
mhm,
latest came up with Taraji P. Henson and all the things that happened, and Monique as well, talking about, getting what you are worth, making sure. And
mhm,
it's not all about the money, it's just about people recognizing that
mhm,
you are that you're
right,
worthy, you know?
mhm. Because it goes
That's
much further than the money, because you
correct.
worth a lot more than the money, but it's that simple principle of, that recognition.
Exactly,
Mhm,
exactly. And my other thing is I don't want to take life for granted. That was one of the other lessons.
mm,
Don't take this life for granted because anything can come up, anything can happen. And I like what you
mhm,
said is don't wait.
mhm,
Continue to keep going.
mhm,
Another I got a lot of them, and my lesson of sharing my gifts, because
mm,
I always talk about God has blessed us with so many gifts. And so I
mhm,
want to remember that I always share my gifts and talents with others. Don't keep it to myself, because if you keep it to yourself, believe me, you won't have it.
right,
And so, sharing those gifts. But these are some of the things, Willie, that we've been talking, that I've been talking with folks about, what is it that you learned in 2023 that you're going to take with you in 2024, those lessons.
mhm,
And so, Willie, let's take a break. And then we're going to
okay,
come back and we're going to talk about 2024 and what we're looking forward to in 2024.
alrighty.
All right.
The Orangeburg County Conference Center supports downtown Orangeburg and our surrounding communities. The 6,000 plus square foot space is ideal for groups of up to 400 people attending corporate meetings, conventions, workshops, and special events. Conference Center staff are inspired to ensure that everyone can enjoy the modern amenities. State-of-the-art ballroom that accommodates up to 400 guests banquet style and 430 guests theater style. a warming kitchen with hot boxes, ice machine, refrigerator, freezer, and counter space. A lobby that accommodates 150 guests with special events outdoors. The comfortable outdoor amphitheater has a video wall and seating. Adjacent to the amphitheater is 12,000 plus square feet of green space that extends events outside, plus complimentary on-site event parking and additional parking across the street. Your event can take place all in one spectacular location. We welcome your special event in Orangeburg.
Stay tuned. You are now watching the Tammy Show. This is Roger Gas. Welcome.
Welcome back to the show. Listen, if you're just joining us, this is all about what the lessons that you learned in 2023 and the opportunities and possibilities that you're looking forward to in 2024. I wanted the as I told you, Willie is the executive assistant producer of the show. Yep, soon to be, executive one day, Willie. and just wanting to talk with everybody about what is it that you're looking forward to in 2024. Willie, what are you looking forward to? And folks, if you're joining us, please put in the chat and the comments. Let us know what you're looking forward to. We'd love to talk with you as well.
Oh, that question was for me?
Yeah, the question was to you, Willie.
My bad. I was thinking a little bit about this question, and as I was thinking, I just came to the conclusion that it'll be whatever God has planned. Mm-hmm. Because every time I seem to make a plan, he brings me, I surpass that. Yeah. He brings me way further than where I thought I was going to be. So I don't want to limit, where I think I'm going to be, because I just know he's probably going to bring me higher than that. So I'm just going to say wherever God,
Amen.
I'm just going to.
Yeah. And you know what, Willie, and folks, you're joining in. I see you coming in. If you want to chime in, put it in the comments. Let us know what you are looking forward to in 2024. What are some of those things, and Willie, the one thing that I continue to say is I want to be intentional about everything that I do. And one of those is continuing to my worship. My worship is very important to God. Continuing that and continuing to worship and thank God for all that he has done, and keeping God first. Because I told you the first thing I said in 2023 lesson, God is the head of my life. That's what I'm grateful for. God is the head of my life, the head of my house. And I'm just grateful for that. So folks, what are you looking forward to? I'm looking forward to all the possibilities, as you say, Willie, what God has for me. And I tell people that song is my favorite song. What God has for me is for me. That is just so true. It's not what we want. And I love what you said. When you make a plan, it seems like something always turns to the way that it should be, which is God's plan. So see, we're busy trying to make our plan, and God has already said
way up the road for us.
That's it. He sees it. We only see just a piece of that.
Right.
But we've got to realize that there is more to that. And so, I've got all kinds of other things that I want to do. And I don't set resolutions. I do not. I refuse to. Because when you put that expectation on yourself and you say, I'm going to do this in the new year by such and such and such and such, then something happens and you become disappointed. So I do set goals, because when I'm sitting with my other girlfriends and my, all my friends and all my guy friends, girlfriends, and my family, and I say, these are the goals that I'm looking to accomplish. However, I know that God is going to kind of shift some of this stuff around, because that's what I see. That's not what he has seen in my life. And so those types of goals and actions that
Mhm.
we want to see happen in 2024. As I said, God knows the plan. We ask God to enlarge our territory. So what does that
Mhm.
mean? That means when we ask him to enlarge our territory, that could be anything, but it really has to focus on us enlarging what we believe and our faith.
Mhm.
I said when I asked him that, I said, God, I want to be faithful to you, because I know if I'm faithful to you, I know if I love you and I thank you, and I know that faith, as they said, of a mustard seed, if I have
Mhm.
that faith, God, that you're going to be faithful to me. And so I am a true believer that, as I said, what God has for you is for you. And
Mhm.
so, we're moving into 2024, and Willie, it seems like year has passed us by, doesn't it?
Mhm. It doesn't even feel like it's been a year. Like it felt December just started like 2 days ago. And now we're at the end of it. It was the same with November. I don't know what happened. I guess like has time all does it just go by when you grow up? Because
Yes,
it
it
seems like when
does.
I was younger, it took forever for the new year to come. Like for Christmas, my birthday. I don't know what happened when I turned what? It was 20. Time just started going by fast.
Yep, yep.
I don't know, but
As you get older, the thing is, when you're a child, you don't have those expectations. You don't, you expect to get toys and all those kinds of
mhm,
things, but you don't really have the expectations of, oh, I've got a business, I've got
mhm,
school, I've got college, I've got this, I've got that, and your bills and your business and what you want. So now all of those things as a child, you don't think
mhm.
about. So it's
Right.
like, oh, what time? I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this to
Because you don't have
happen.
nothing going on right now.
Exactly. Now, point take, that's it. And
Uh-huh.
now you have everything that's going
Mhm.
on. And so time is just like, oh gosh, do I have enough time to get
There's
this
not
done?
enough time in the day.
All right, all right. But that brings me to the point when you said time. Willie, we have to take time.
Mhm,
And I'm going to encourage you, myself, and everybody else. Take time for yourself. Because
mhm,
if we don't take that time is going to fly by. You just said it. It's
mhm,
going to fly by, and we're going to look back and we're going to say, what happened?
mhm,
What happened to that dream? And so, Willie, for the new year, you and I just talked about it. In the new year 2024, the theme for the Tammy Show is live your dreams and enjoy life.
mhm.
Because if we don't take the time to enjoy life, if we don't take the time to live out our dreams, it's going to pass us right by.
Straight
And
back.
there are a lot of things, Willie, I know that you want to do. There's some things still that I want to do. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not putting it off. Just like you said, don't wait.
Mhm,
I love that in the beginning, what you said about the lessons learned.
mhm.
Don't wait. The lessons you learned in 2023. Don't wait. So guess what? I'm not waiting. So if the show comes on and y'all see me in LA, Panama, where my little brother is now,
Mhm.
Panama. You see me in Europe, which I have been already. Africa, I have been already. But if you see me back in those places, guess what? It's because I'm saying, live your dreams and enjoy your life.
Mhm. That's what he put
Enjoy
us
it.
on earth to do. I mean, aside from, worshiping him, but he wants us
Exactly.
to enjoy the things of the world too.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. He wants to give us everything. And
Mhm.
we have to open ourselves up and be ready to receive. But you have to put yourself in that standpoint of preparation, and you
Mhm.
have to be ready for it.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's so important. And I see you as you are in your business, in your life, with your family, and what you're doing, how you are preparing. You're preparing yourself.
Mhm.
And just like the new cameras that you have, I'm excited because when you're excited about these things and we're talking about this, especially in this industry, it's wonderful to see the excitement in your face, and to see
Mhm.
how excited you are about the things that are happening and what's going on, and you're preparing. One of the things you talked about was directing. Now there's an opportunity for a movie for you to be able to be a director, and you're gonna step right into that role and be ready.
Mhm.
And so I'm encouraging everybody. Let's do this. Let's do you. That's another
Mhm.
lesson I
Right.
learned.
Oh yeah.
2023.
Don't try
Do
and be nobody else, because it's never
boom.
gonna work out. How you are supposed to be, that's how you're supposed to be.
That's
Because I
right.
did that was one of my main issues when I was younger. Besides, the antisocial part. Um, I just did not have my own voice in a way.
Mm,
Um,
mm, yeah.
I always tried to reflect off of what other people did and thought and said. Um, those few people that I did talk to, I always
Hmm.
wanted to. My mom's
Yeah,
calling.
don't worry. We listen. We're at home. We're not
Right.
in the studio. We're at home. So that's gonna happen.
I don't know if you hear it in the background, but yeah.
That's gonna happen.
But yeah,
So
I just high school was when I had that
mhm,
transition where I
that shift
started,
came.
yeah.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
And
You know, I
that was the best part, because I actually started to realize how great life is.
mm,
And I didn't dive straight into what I was supposed to be doing yet, because I didn't know what I was doing what I wanted to do when I graduated high school. So
I think
I
a
just
lot of
found
us.
it. I just found it, starting YouTube, and
Right.
it just kept going from there. And I met you, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow. Wow. And that is my wish in 2024, that we can bring more students on
Mhm.
that can glean from all of that
Right.
we are learning that you're learning in this industry. I do
Mhm.
have an announcement. A young lady from Africa called me, and she on WhatsApp. It's through a mutual friend, Jacob Dozier, and I want to thank Bishop Dozier because he called and he said, "Hey, I have a young lady who is in marketing, and she wants to do television." I said, "Well, we're gonna make this happen. So Willie, you're gonna have an intern that from in Africa that you're gonna be able to
Okay.
work with." Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I'm excited about that. We're gonna have her come on the show. And for those of you that are still joining us, if you want to put something in the chat, we're talking about opportunities in 2024 and possibilities and what you're looking forward to in 2024. We're going to go off in a little bit, but Willie, I just want to thank you again, and Tiana, for all that you all do. I really, really appreciate what you have done, and I just love the growth. I just love seeing the growth, and I'm so grateful to you and all the introductions that you have put in my life as well. And Felicia, want to thank her as well. She's been working, and we thank her for all that she has done as well. And so, having said that, Willie, I'm just going to take a quick minute, and I want us to just go into prayer. This is the last show. We're almost done, 41 seconds, and I'm just going to thank you. Say, God, I thank you. I thank you for all that you have done, what you continue to do, and God, for the blessings in the past, present, and what you're going to do in the future. And so, God, I ask that you watch over everyone that's watching right now. And for those that aren't here that want to be with us, watch over them as well. Keep our families safe, keep them and give them all that they need. Our family, friends, God, you know what they're in need of. All the sick and shut in, God, the homeless people, God, everybody that needs you, God. Right now, I ask that you just keep them and you be with them, God, and you show them who is in charge, because you are the only wise God. And we thank you. And we ask these things in Jesus's name. I pray for safe travels for everyone. Pray for a happy new year as we go into the new year, God, that you will give people all that they need and what you will bless them with. And we're so grateful for that, God. But protect us and keep us. Our children, God, our little children, keep them, God. And so, God, we thank you in the matchless name of Jesus, God. We thank you and we say amen.
Amen.
Amen. So, Willie, we're going to sign off for 2023. And so, having said that, folks, want you to join us next week. And next week, going to be a special show. Again, another special show in the new year. And so we look forward to it. We want you to have a happy new year. Again, thank you, Willie, Tiana, Felicia, Alicia, and remember, subscribe to the Tammy TV show. That's on YouTube, on the YouTube channel. That's the Tammy TV show on YouTube channel. Press that red button, that subscribe button, and it will notify you. So until the next time, let's be a blessing to somebody today and every day. And remember, live your dreams and enjoy life. Thank you, Willie. Good
You're
night.
welcome.